Hello everyone, Dino here. Hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. I sure did. This video is about I actually managed to get rank 1 in the tier 6 kind of, I guess, sprint you could call it. It wasn't a full ranked in my opinion, but this was the last game till game 1. And since it was the last game, we actually had an aircraft carrier. I was kind of surprised about that. But here I am in my Budyonny, tier 6 Russian cruiser. Probably one of my favorite ships. I played it all the time. Whenever we had tier 6 ranked, it's usually what was my go-to ship. And yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. So, a lot of ranked is using good team play. You definitely want to have good team play. Kind of coordinating, say we should go A point, go for A, B, and then play defensively from there, let the enemy fall into you. Especially if you're a cruiser where you can kind of sit back and spam high explosive at your target. And the Budyonny is excellent at that because of its great range and good fire chance. It does suffer from not very good concealment. Excuse me. And that could be an issue when you're trying to disengage and battleships are firing at you, because it does not have that great of armor. However, it does have great guns and great range, like I said. So I'm going off of A here, trying to see if I can find a destroyer in it. And a good way to know if there's a destroyer in is kind of using my detection range and putting it kind of where the side of the island is. And if I get detected from there, I can usually figure out whether or not a destroyer is coming around the island. There we've already spotted some planes. It looks like he's scouting B. It's kind of hard to see from my small view on Windows Movie Maker. So I'm just, usually most time I'm considering whether or not I should go into the cap because of, my not too good concealment. However, it looks like they're opting for the other side of the map, the northern part of the map, so I went ahead and went to the sea capture point. There's a French cruiser. Considering targeting him. I don't want to be opened up by battleships though, because I have quite a large citadel, and it can be quite attractive to a battleship. However, I'd open up anyway, trying to help defend my destroyer and get them to buzz off. So I enter the cap, I slow down, I try and hit him from behind the island with these kind of Russian high velocity guns. Trying to justify my aim and so on and so forth. It has been a while since I've played this game. Probably over a couple of months actually. I've been playing a lot of War Thunder recently, and I've been busy with college now. Going on my second semester. But I just keep trying to get him to buzz off from my friendly destroyer there, because he could be quite a threat. Luckily, nothing at tier 6 has radar. I do get some good hits on him and reset the capture point. There's a bomber starting to spot me, so I was quite worried about that. However, he doesn't go for me, and I managed to shoot down a plane. So here I'm kind of like, should I go around the island? Should I not? But anyway, at the end of the day, I just decided to go all the way around the island, take my time and reposition, since positioning in any ship is very important, especially if you want to have an advantage in attacking your target with some impunity like in a cruiser. sitting behind the island and spamming high explosive, which is probably my favorite thing to do in game. Here I think that's where the aircraft carrier is, because I noticed that's where his planes were returning to, kind of along that diagonal line, going to the upright corner. However, I noticed that there are some bombers heading towards RCV, so I'm trying to ping that for him so that he'll notice. And I apologize if the camera seems jerky at all. It's been acting, I'm not sure why OBS is doing that. I'm still trying to work out the kinks with it. If you have any suggestions in the comments, that'd be greatly appreciated. Okay, so now I open up fire on this enemy ship, trying to set fires on him from long range. Looks enemy battleship. Try not to hit the friendly, but I do it anyway. I was trying to say sorry, but I guess there wasn't one on there. Or it was right in front of my face and I didn't notice it like usual. Okay, so I try and open fire on the destroyer and get him to, bugger off. Get him away from the cap, get him away from any friendly battleships so he can't torp them. I knock out his engine. However, I do think he has last stand, and I do believe that he gets away. So here I'm becoming a little cautious because I see that Prince Eitel Friedrich coming around the island there. And so of course that worries me because I'm thinking about my 5-mile long citadel that sticks 100 feet above the water. That's really hard to miss, even with German guns. So I try and peel away. I try and put this, the island to the right of me between him and my ship so he can't get a good shot on me because those guns can be quite dangerous even though they're inaccurate. Then I notice that he's aiming for our aircraft carrier, so I'm like, oh crap, I need to engage this guy, I need to stall him, I need to set fires, I need to put on pressure. Because him and a destroyer are going after our aircraft carrier. However, you may notice in a moment that we also have a destroyer going for their aircraft carrier, and they do not seem to notice him. So we end up being able to bait this Friedrich into overextending and, well, getting wrecked. So that's not, don't be greedy, don't go for the easy frag. You should always kind of play it safe when you know to, and play aggressive when you know to. But especially in a big German battleship with a very large superstructure, you really don't want to overextend. Our aircraft carrier gets sunk, so I have to be very mindful of him, of the destroyer that sunk him. And so I'm kind of looking around because I'm watching for that indicator. And you notice it'll switch from 1 to 2, and when it does, that's a good way to know that you may be being torped, because when you select someone with the torpedo indicator, it doesn't count as you're being targeted. So I'm kind of waiting for this to happen, and when it does, I'll activate hydroacoustic search, like that. Kind of, try and screen for any, try and detect any torpedoes coming my way. I set another fire on the Friedrich. The Prince Eitel, whatever you want to call it. Set another one. Probably going to put that one out when he can. Again, like I said, this ship is a great long-range spammer. Definitely can put the pressure on. So I'm still being mindful of that DD. I think he's around the island there. And I'm kind of afraid he's going to sit there and torpedo me, but I have to also be actively dodging the Prince Eitel's shells. So I notice there's no torps coming my way. I don't spot anything on the hydro. But anyway, I keep shelling this German battleship, trying to set more fires on them. And then I noticed the destroyer, because the whole time I thought he was behind me, and right when I noticed, the battleship gets a good chunk on me, a good third of my health. However, I do get the high caliber, trying to help defend our friendly destroyer there. There, get an incapacitation. There's torpedoes coming my way. The Hydra picked it up at the last moment. Slow down. Don't get hit. Barely dodge it. And then I go back to the shooting the German battleship while I go nose in at the smoke. Now this is important. There I get my arsonist. First arsonist of ranked. I'm kind of point my nose at the smoke screen that he has there, because the last thing I want to do is get torped on my broadside where there's no torpedo protection. I'd rather take it on, you know, however he is farther away, and I don't think I will be any danger. But then I realized there's that destroyer. So I was like, I guess I wasn't being mindful of the fact that there was more than one. You know, it's on the screen and I can't even pay attention to it. Sounds like me in biology class. I hope none of my teachers watch my videos. But here we're coming to the end of the game. It was definitely enjoyable game. I was very happy with the results. You know, finally able to win, get to rank 1. It was my first time getting to rank 1. I got my 10,000 coal, which I spent on a bunch of containers. But yeah, that sums up the end of the game. So I'd like to you know, apologize for the lack of video uploads, but I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and I hope that everyone has a good day and some happy sailing, and I will show the results screen in a moment. There, I get the final. I sink the enemy destroyer from far away, but before I can get over here on the to attack the last destroyer, the game will end. But it's a victory, so I will definitely take it. But yeah, that was my last game till rank 1. I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I catch y'all next time. Bye.